Apple Store over here, the first Apple Store in India, Apple BKC at the Bandra Kurla complex, the Geo World Drive Mall, and this rush is insane. And there's a lot of people that is standing out there to enter the store and get a glimpse of the first Apple Store. So right now, this is the main entrance. I've just entered the store, and the first thing I'm going to see is the iPhone area. You'll be greeted with the latest iPhone 14 range, the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro series, and not to forget, there is the yellow iPhone 14 as well. So this is the first. This is entirely the iPhone area, as you can see, and you go to the next table. There is another range of iPhone as well. So you get to see the latest iPhones over here as well. You get all the colors. So if Apple is selling something, that product will be there at the Apple BKC store. It will. If you don't find it over here, perhaps you'll not get it in anywhere else as well. You know, I'll take the camera around over here. As you can see, you get the older Apple phones range as well. You have the iPhone 13 series, the 13 mini, and the SE as well. As you can see over here, all the color ranges are there, whichever you want. And there is another aspect I want to share over here about the Apple Store is that you see that some devices are slanted and some devices are straight. And there's a reason behind that. Everything Apple does, there is a concrete reason. It just doesn't do anything like that just because they want to do something. The reason this device is straight and this is slanted because according to the store lighting, they want the customer to get the best experience of the device. So basically, at this device, the angle, the tilt is basically adjusted as per the store lighting. So that when you walk in straight, you get the best experience. Like always with every Apple store, the product is the hero. And Apple makes all the effort to ensure that you get the best of the technology. And talking about that, as you can see over here, of this side of the store, this is slightly slanted like this, simply because again you won't see any reflection of the lights above on the phone. I mean, that is like paying attention to the design. And like I mentioned previously as well, the table, anybody, a little kid, somebody taller, somebody on wheelchair, everybody can access this table and they can have a feel of the latest Apple product that is out there. And I mean, like, look at the place. And you know what? Another interesting thing is the audio. Look at the crowd. Look at the maddening rush that is out there. But still, you will be able to talk to each other pretty easily, and you'll be able to converse with the Apple Store executives as well, because there is some amount of sound absorption happening as well. What's the USP of this store? Many of you are saying that, why will I go to this Apple Store at BKC? There are so many Apple resellers out there in the country. Why go to an Apple BKC or the Apple Socket that is opening up in Delhi on the April 20th? Well, the answer is simple. The store gives the real Apple experience. You will basically not get this feel anywhere in the country, not from any reseller. Usually when you enter an Apple store, any Apple reseller store, the first thing they ask you is like, hey sir, what is your budget? What do you want to buy? Which color do you want to buy? And they just show you that product, and that's the end. Over here, you walk into an Apple store, you connect to the store's high-speed Wi-Fi, you just walk into any table that you want, check out the device, and then you can just decide whether to buy or whether to not buy. That is totally up to you. They will not push you, hey, what did you buy? When did you buy? Why are you spending so much time with the device? Are you really interested in buying? Nothing like that. You want to check out the iPhone? Check out the iPhone freely. Nobody's going to disturb you. You want to suddenly change your mind and say that, hey, after the iPhone, I will check out the iPad. Well, be my guest. Nobody's going to stop you either. And that is one of the core experiences as well. And another interesting thing is, it's a huge store, but you will not find a single cash counter because Apple is not a typical store that you get to see, because there is no cash counter or something like that. You don't have to go somewhere, queue up to pay your bills. If you like something while scrolling, you can do as much as window shopping as you want. If you like something, simply just ask for an Apple executive that is there, whoever is nearby, and just say, hey, I want this. Can you just get me a fresh piece? And that's all. You can pay money to that person directly over there, and you'll get the person will get the device back for you, and you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to leave your table. You just check out the device, buy it, and walk away straight. There is another thing with Apple Store. There is Apple Trade-in as well. You can trade in your older Apple devices as well. Another aspect is like there's a store pickup front feature as well. You can book your iPhone or iPad or Mac online depending on the features you want. Especially this is helpful for people who want to customize their MacBooks or the Macs, because there's a lot of storage and RAM that is available out there as well. So for that, for that you can actually pre-order your MacBook or any other Apple product online, and you can pick it up at an Apple store. You can pick it up at Apple BKC or the Apple Sake that will start on April 20th. And this is a feature. This is something that you can only avail at Apple stores. Like I was mentioning, you see this is the Mumbai store. The same experience you will get wherever you visit the New York store, the San Francisco store, the one in Singapore or Dubai. The localized feeling is there, but the experience, the customer support is international. And remember, these people are not your regular, just any sales executive. You can't call them sales executive because they're not here for selling devices to you. They're here to give you a feel of it, whether you want to buy, not buy, it's totally up to you. And these people are directly connected to Apple. They work with Apple, and they will just, their entire fund over here, the reason why this store is existing is because Apple directly wants to provide that feel of technology, the latest technology in your hands. Now, look at the store, it's a huge store. I'll take you to the Mac section as well. For somebody who's into content creation, a Mac is like love. So, this is the MacBook range. You get it all. Say, like I was mentioning,